It's almost midnight. It's also June. And the sun still up. This is a story of how I took my husband's family from Honduras, who have never seen a night that doesn't get dark, all the way to the Arctic Circle to find Santa Claus in the summer. Spoiler, it was very cold, but it was completely worth it. Let me show you. We didn't fly. We took the overnight train from Helsinki to Rovaniemi, the Santa Claus Express, and we slept there. For many of us, this was already an adventure. Many of us have not been on a sleeper train before, and there is some kind of magical about closing the curtains in one city and waking up almost in the Arctic. So you go to sleep in the southern Finland and wake up to this endless forest, no darkness, and we hadn't even arrived yet. The train itself is 2 stores, and it has sleeping cabins. Some cabins have the shower our cabin had, and it also has a restaurant wagon. The cabin itself has a bulk beds. Our cabin had a private bathroom with a shower, but there are some carts without the private bathroom, so you just have a beds. Each bed had chargers, so we could charge our phones. What I liked as well was that we could just activate our tickets. We didn't need to really show it to anyone. Rovaniemi is the unofficial capital of Lapland and the gateway to everything we came for. But before the reindeer and the Santa stuff, we made one stop I would really recommend. It's Arktikum Museum. It's a museum about life in the Arctic, the people, the seasons, and the wildlife. And honestly, it's a perfect first stop. Because it explains the strange things to the family of my husband was about to experience for themselves. For people who grew up near equator, where the day is basically the same length all year, the idea that the sun doesn't set up here, that's not a fact you read. It's something you have to really feel. And that evening they felt it. But first, let's get to the village. So here is something that is useful if you're planning a trip. You don't need a tour or a taxi to get to Santa Claus Village from Rovaniemi. There is a bus straight from the city center, and it's cheap, easy, and drops you right near the village. So here is the Santa Claus Village, and we didn't just visit, we actually stayed here. So let's go to look at our accommodation. So Santa Claus Holiday Village has many small cottages where you could live, and here is our room. It looks like this, and we also had our own kitchen and also our private sauna right here. And I really liked this chandelier. Back home for them, by this time of night it's pitch dark, and here it's like this all night. I have lived with these summers and I still forget how strange it is until I watch someone see it for the first time. And in the morning we went to eat breakfast, and here is some footage in case you're interested how the breakfast in the Santa Claus Village looks like. And next up are the huskies, and this was the actual highlight for everyone. It was so cool to hug the dogs, and we also checked out the other animals here. There is a nice low-key thing to do that doesn't depend on the season at all. And for the summer trip, some of the attractions were closed, so the animals are the safe bet. We met reindeer, you can feed them. It was very nice. They even have a peacock. This line on the ground, that's the Arctic Circle. You can put one foot on each side and you cross it. And then let's do the main event. The house where you actually meet Santa Claus. Year round. In the summer, he is right here as well. The same as December. The interior inside looks exactly the same. You see the Christmas trees, and they also have a picture with a Finnish president right here. Right next door is Santa's main post office, and this is one thing I will tell anyone to do here. You write a postcard and it gets sent with official Arctic Circle postmark, and you can also send it so that it arrives for next Christmas. Quick and fun activity is also the village has a live camera running, so anyone anywhere in the world can be watching this exact spot right now. So obviously we had to get on it and wave to the internet. Somewhere out there, strangers watched the family from Honduras show up at the Arctic Circle in the summer. So, are there any downsides of visiting Santa Claus Village in the summer? First, it was cold. It was June and we were in jackets, and when we arrived it was like +8, and then it got +15, so it got a bit warmer. So when you are going to Lapland in the summer, still be prepared that you might need warm clothes. Second, not everything is open. A few attractions run only in the winter season. So, for example, Miss Santa Claus house was closed. But on the positive side, there is no crowds, no queues for the Santa, that impossible, never-ending light, and the version of the Arctic almost nobody films because everyone comes here in December. Would I do the summer again? Yes, I think I would. It was a nice trip. This was our Lapland trip in the summer. If you're thinking about doing this trip, the summer version, drop your questions below and I will answer everyone. See you next time!